It's your boy Matty G reminding you right now, go ahead and take that popcorn on at the microwave, put that extra butter on it, throw some M&Ms in there to treat yourself, and get ready because Scott Larson is bringing the hashtag truth right now.
Watch it all fall down around you now. Was it ever really worth it? Having your kingdom crumble to the ground because you never had the courage. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up.
Pro Wrestling Union returns to Union, South Carolina for Monsters Brawl. Saturday, October 29th at the Union County Recreation Center, 115 Thomas Street. General admission $10. Kids 12 and under get in for free. It's the best value for the best professional wrestling in the upstate. Check out some of the best independent stars on the scene today as they do battle, including in the main event. It's going to be the unlucky 13-man Battle Royale, where the winner gets a shot at the Pro Wrestling Union Heavyweight Championship. Also, women's professional wrestling will be on hand as Brittany Jade will take on the Dragon of Malice, Jasmine Howe, in a singles competition. Also, interim Pro Wrestling Union Heavyweight Champion Drew Hood will be doing battle with the monster, the Real Cutshaw. All of this and more, Saturday, October the 29th, Union County Recreation Center.
Monsters Brawl. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hashtag Truth. Tonight, we have the one, the only, the Prince of Cruiserweights, Kid Kutter. How you doing, bro?
Good. How are you?
I am doing great. We're going to start right off. I'm going to ask you, for those that don't know you, who've never seen you before, tell us how you got started in professional wrestling, man.
I got started, well, we started in a backyard, but it progressed to more when we moved to Lincolnton, and where I really got my name built was from this tag team called Perfect Vision. And that just launched everything. The dude that I was in the team with taught me tremendously. And that tag team elevated the scene of what I needed to compete through.
I've got 3 T-shirts to prove that. Yeah. And your sign, man. I love it. I love it, man. Every time you come out, I still do it. So
And all started with when I worked for the company when we was in the backyard. That was my son's yard, and it just transferred over, and I've just kept that sign because it's always been a part.
Right. Well, you have definitely grown from then. You're sitting in your own personal wrestling ring right now. And you are training every day back there. We were talking a little bit before we came on here, and you've been training. Tell me, who was the first guys that you would credit with that helped train you a little bit, help get you started in the business?
First offhand is Rob Killjoy, James John, Timmy Anton. A lot of people down at HWA helped me every single time I come up there. Viper helped me get started from HVW. I've had a lot of hands in helping me get started and helping me get to where I'm at.
Without a doubt, man. Without a doubt. So how hard was it? I mean, like you said, you came up with a tag team. You basically made your name in a tag team, Perfect Vision, and you guys became tag team champions. I was there the night you became tag team champions, and after that there was a breakup. You guys decided to go your separate ways. Now you're a singles competitor. You've changed your name to the Prince of Cruiserweights. I mean, you're going to be 18 pretty soon. We were just talking about that. You're just now graduating high school. So I'm going to answer Jimmy Ward's question because he's asking, is Kid Kutter South Carolina licensed or 18? So you're going to be turning 18, you said, in March, I believe?
Yes, sir. March the 4th.
There you go. So things are going to start happening quickly for you soon, sir, because I've seen you wrestle many times in North Carolina, brother, and I would call you one of the top cruiserweights in our area, hands down. Luke Fury, yourself, there's a few others out there that I would definitely put up there on that upper echelon of, who we would call cruiserweights, the 205 and below category. And are you looking to build up your body, or are you going to stay cruiserweight? Because that's, it's a lot of work to get your body. And I've heard from some people that you've tried, but your metabolism just isn't letting you grow, man.
I try, and it's not that. Of course, I feel like I'm gonna stay a cruiserweight forever. So
Right.
I know that I'm gonna be the smaller guy.
Right.
But of course, I want to get bigger because I'm tired of hurting all the time.
Right. Without a doubt. Miss Julie, I like to call her Mama Cutter, said Ricky Morton as well. You were at School of Morton for a little while.
Yeah, I was up there for like a week, and then I went back for a couple seminars.
Okay. So I mean, hey, couple seminars is a couple seminars under Ricky Morton. I mean, you're talking one of the best tag team guys and singles guys in our area of all time. Jack Postel said, "Let's go, Kid Kutter." Jimmy Ward said, "Just in time." Look at that. He might be looking you up next year, Jimmy Ward, for AWL. I would love that, man. Lillian Barber said, "Oh, look at my little brother." Gene Perry said Cutter is much better as a solo wrestler. There you go. And Julie said Al Snow also had a part in teaching you some things. He didn't teach you to go around yelling head, did he?
No, Al Snow is the main. I was gonna get to that when we brought up the Prince of the Cruiserweights, but Al Snow is the main one that helped me with Prince of the Cruiserweights.
Okay.
I had went to a seminar, and this was my first time gonna try this gimmick out of being the Prince of the Cruiserweights, because we had just broke up Perfect Vision, and
Right.
we were supposed to go to that seminar together, but then stuff happened, and I went I had to go by myself, and I made this shirt that said Prince of the Cruiserweights, and I asked Al Snow if he would think that was a good gimmick for me, and he said he liked it, so that's what I ran with.
Now I got to tell you, you were asking me about your new finishing move. I have to tell you, and you probably already know what move I'm going to be talking about. My favorite move that you do is that corner move of yours, where you come in and you give them you give them the shoulder block in the corner. You do your backflip, and then you go back in with another shoulder block. I love that move. I've always loved that move, especially when you land it perfectly. It looks so smooth. When did you start doing that move?
It was as soon as I started. We was just training one day, and the training that I was at before, it wasn't really training. It was just get in the ring, do what you want, and if you learn. And I had backed up the kid that I was quote unquote training with,
Right.
in the corner, and I said, "Let me try this RVD spot," and he stayed there, and I did the spear, back handspring spear, and I liked it, and I stuck with it.
That is an amazing move that you do, man. I love watching it every time you do it. It seems to be part of your repertoire because you do it at almost every match.
It's what, to me, I feel like that's what people know me. If you think of Kid Kutter, I feel like that's the move that you think of,
Right.
other than the cutter.
But I've seen you, and like I said, we're going to talk about a match. I'm going to go to a commercial break real quick here in just 1 second, and then we're going to come back. But we're going to talk about a match that you just had at the Haliotsko Memorial Cup. You were facing Drew Hood, and we're going to talk about that match a little bit. And Miss Julie said, "I love the sliced bread in the corner too." There you go. That's also a good move. I love that one. But we're going to go to this quick commercial break, and then when we get back, we're going to talk about one of the matches that you had a couple of weeks ago. I just want to put this out there, ladies and gentlemen. Retro Toys and Collectibles. The owner's name is Cotton. It's a great store. If you collect anything, and I do mean anything, and this is the store to go to, whether it be memorabilia, movie memorabilia, video games, board games, anything that has to do with anything, toys or collectibles. This man, if he doesn't have it, he can get it. We'll be right back after this quick message from them. If you go in there, tell them #Truth sent you. You don't know, you never know what could happen. So we'll be right back after this quick message.
This is 4 Foot Batman. And 4 Foot Batman knows the home of great collectibles at awesome prices. Retro Toys and Collectibles, movie memorabilia, Magic the Gathering cards, wrestling figures, Hot Wheels, the always popular Funko Pops, and much, much more. He knows the Hall of Collectibles is located in downtown Cherryville, North Carolina, at 400 East Main Street. Give them a call today, 980-989-5181. Retro Toys and Collectibles, the heavyweight champion in collecting.
There you go, without a doubt. Where'd you go, Kid Kutter? We lost you. Where you at?
We lost me.
It is dark. All I see is black on my screen, brother. I ain't lying to you. You are no longer on my screen.
My stuff is showing that I'm there.
Does anybody else see Kid Kutter on their screen? I see nothing but black.
You still see nothing but black?
Yeah, I still see nothing but black on my screen. I mean, I can tell the outline of where your cell phone is on the screen, but I can't see you at all.
Do I need to leave and then come back?
You might need to go somewhere where there's a light, brother. I'm just being honest with you.
My girlfriend, we're testing it right now. My girlfriend's shining a flashlight in my face to see if it's something to do with the phone.
Yeah, it's got to be the phone because I'm not seeing any light at all on the screen. See, even Gene's saying no, there's nothing.
All right, well, let me leave it and then I'll come back.
All right, go ahead and leave and come back, and I'll talk you up while you're out of there, man. So if you guys out there, Missy has a few things to say. Missy, I'm definitely going to get those up there as soon as he comes back so he can see it. I saw that Mama Cutter saw them. We're going to get that information up there when he comes back. He's having a little malfunction with his cell phone, which is okay. It wouldn't be #Truth if we didn't have some kind of malfunction going on, either on my end or another end. Sean Duffy, how you doing? Hello from Fallen, Nevada, my buddy from Nevada. How are you doing, Teddy Bear? Missy Childers says lights on. There you go. Somebody's got to turn on a light somewhere. I couldn't see. It started getting dark. He was sitting in the corner in the ring and it just started getting darker and darker. I said, well, maybe I'll go to commercial and things will straighten out. And it got worse. It's like, oh my gosh. But Missy Childers said, tagging Brady, he is a promoter in Tennessee. He has a cruiserweight division in his company. Is that Wasp? Is that what you're talking about, Missy? The company Wasp up there? Gene Perry said, hello, Mr. Larson. How are you doing? Gene Reffin Perry, the best referee out there in the business, without a doubt. And Missy said, yes, it is Wasp. I would love to see him up there. That would be great. Cruiserweight division, he would be phenomenal in the middle of a cruiserweight division, without a doubt. As a matter of fact, while we got some, there we go. Now we can see him a little bit better. There you go. That's 100% better, man. All right. Well, I'm going to show you this again, man. Missy Childers said she's tagging Brady. He is a promoter in Tennessee. He has a cruiserweight division in his company.
Hey, I'm always looking for a new crown.
There you go. It's the name of the company is Wasp, WASP. So if you want to look it up yourself, or if Mama Cutter wants to look it up, you can definitely look it up. Sean said hello from Fallen, Nevada.
Hey.
Gene Perry said hello to me while you were gone. Gene. So you are on some posters here coming up in the near future. I've got one that I'm going to flash up on the screen right now. As a matter of fact, tomorrow night, you are going to be at New Millennium Championship Wrestling. There's your pretty mug right there in the middle of the poster. How do I know that? Because I made the poster. So, New Millennium tomorrow night, man. Are you excited to be out there?
I'm always excited to wrestle. I'm excited to see the fans again.
Right. So tell us what happened that took you out of wrestling for a little while. You told me about an injury you had. Give us an update on that.
What happened was I had completely separated my shoulders from my collarbone. Um, but they told me that it was going to be about 6 months before they could give me an update when I was at the hospital the first time. And then when I went to the doctors, they told me that at first that I could go home, quit, that they didn't want me to wrestle again because of my size. And that my arm popped out. It was going to be a grade 2 for the rest of my life.
Who told you that?
The doctors. That it was
Oh, man, I would have been slapping me some doctors. But anyway, go ahead.
within like 2 months, I was already got my shoulder back down to a grade 1. And they told me that it went from in 2 months from that they didn't want me to wrestle to it was my choice to wrestle.
That was just hard work on your part, man. What'd you do to get there?
We have this thing that looks like a pull-up bar.
Okay.
I would go out there, and just to get my shoulder back to where I could have my strength again, I would go out there and try to see how many times I could pull myself up. And every day, if I could do, like the first day, say after I rested, like the first part of resting, if I was said that I could only do 1, the next day that I come back out and I do 2, and then next 3, and just went up from it.
So you just gave yourself, you just went with what your body would give you, and you pushed yourself to do more
until I could get to my own strength again.
There you go, man. So just throwing a question out there, how many can you do now if you go grab that pull-up bar?
25.
There you go. Me, I can't even do a half of one, bro. So you're way ahead of me. I can't even pull my own weight up.
I like that. And I used to not be able to carry my own weight. Before I separated my shoulder, you wouldn't see me pull up bar. You wouldn't see me do the pull-ups or nothing like that. I would stick them doing stuff with my legs because that's what I was using the most, was running off of stuff, and I would stick to my legs. And then separated my shoulder, it sent something to me like, hey, I don't have enough muscles in my arm to hold my shoulder together. So it sent something to my head to just start working on my arms.
There you go. So again, we talked about this shortly at the beginning, but there were times, and you're still doing it, where you're trying to build up, body mass, because again, you told me before the show here that there was a point in time where you would walk into into any of the shows, and the first thing, you're a little guy. That was the first thing they say, you're a cruiserweight. What are we going to do with you? You're a cruiserweight. Everybody else is huge. You're a little guy. So I think with all the shows that I've seen you at and all the guys that I've seen you wrestle, I think that stigma is taken off of you. It has to be taken off of you by now. I mean, I told you I was going to talk about the Drew Hood match. That was a perfect match for me. Drew Hood is probably about twice your size in weight and things like that. And you guys had a terrific match. It was back and forth. It was nobody got, ahead. It was, to me, it was a lucky move to end it. You got beat by, he got one good move off of you. That was it. That's
what it was. Next year, claim me for the Haliasco Cup. I'm taking it.
Gene's probably jumping in his shoes right now hearing that. James Kiefer said, good evening, man. Good evening, James. Welcome to Hashtag Truth. James wants to know what your dream match would be.
Like out of everybody in professional wrestling, like AEW, WWE.
Yeah, go for the top, and then we'll come back down to indies. But who would you like to wrestle up in the big time?
Cody Rhodes.
Oh man, there you go. Now you're talking about a learning tree. That's a lot of learning tree right there.
And if we talk about near, I have one of my dream matches next weekend.
Tell us about it.
Mook.
Oh, that's right. You're gonna be at Dead Man's
Party.
Dead Man's Party, AWC, right?
Yes, sir. And
man, I did not know that. Unfortunately, I'm not friends with the guy that runs that promotion, so I don't get to see the posters. But congratulations, man! I'm glad Mook is a big time guy in our area, man. He is. I believe he the champion out there. If he isn't, I know he used to be.
I think he used to be.
Okay.
I don't know. I said I was hurt, and this is
There
only
you go. I
back-
got you. I got you. So how does it feel now to be back in action and on all these posters and being singles? Do you like singles better than you do tag?
it's a mixed feeling for me.
I got you. I
'Cause
got you.
I've always dreamed of being a tag wrestler with a certain person,
Okay.
but and ever since, like in like video games, I was the guy that wanted to be the tag team. But
Right.
since all this stuff happened, and I've just really enjoyed being singles right now.
There you go. There you go. What's your best part when you were a tag team? What was your favorite part of being a tag team?
Mostly the finish, like the way you could hit a tag finish, and then the
Like
way
a hot tag, the hot tag finish?
the hot tag, and then the way it led to the crowd interaction for us.
There you go. There you go.
It felt like it wasn't all on me, and it felt like it wasn't all on him. But
Right.
now it don't really make a heads or tails.
Right, of course. Because now being singles and going out there and doing your thing, is there a part in a match? If you know you're going over, is there a part in a match where you know you're building that crowd up, and is there a part where you start getting like tingles or butterflies in your stomach because you know that ending's coming and you're about to hit your finisher? Does
Right.
it still happen?
Right before my match last weekend, whenever I thought I had him with the dragon sleeper,
Right.
I was getting goosebumps then.
There you go. There you go. And you didn't even come out on top on that one. That's good though. I like that because that gets a crowd involved so much. And I told you before, and I know she's still watching. She's gonna watch this all the way to the end. But I don't know which is more enjoyable to watch, you or Mama Cutter during a match. Now, I haven't got to meet your girlfriend. I know she's right off screen there. I haven't got to meet her yet, but as soon as I meet her in person, I'll be watching her too while you're in there. But I know Mama Cutter, I mean, every move that happens to you, man, she's right there with you.
That's when she's sitting there just jumping.
There you go. See, I like that. That is a cool thing.
It's good to do that for you.
Missy Childerson, are you thinking about finding a new partner and bringing back Perfect Vision at one point?
No.
I don't. In a way, I don't blame you, man. Perfect Vision was Perfect Vision. I don't think you could ever replace John. I'm just going to come out and say his name. You couldn't replace John. I know you guys had a breakup and things happened, but that you guys were a bomb tag team, man. I'm just going to tell you. I have 3 shirts. You guys gave me 3 shirts. I wore them proudly every time you came out. Me and my daughter both have shirts, doing your sign when you came out. It was terrific. But you breaking out, I think this was a great learning curve for you going out and being singles again. And even getting injured, all of that learning curve, and you're not even 18 yet. And that's what's really impressing me. Because once you get 18, once you get that South Carolina license, once you can license yourself all over the US, bro, sky's the limit. People have already seen what Kid Kutter can do. How do you feel about that?
Like you said, the Perfect Vision thing. That I was in singles before Perfect Vision, and to me, I wasn't learning anything. When I'll say it like this: John, when he pretty much found me and took me to HBW, and he got us trained, and we became a tag team, that was learning the most. And I'll still tell him, I thank him for that because he's where I'm at. But it's just with singles, it's just I feel a different electricity now than I felt before.
Right. And that is one thing that I've always, we're going to get to y'all's comments. I promise. People are lighting this thing up over here, bro. One thing that I have noticed about you, and it's the same both with your tag team and you being singles now, dude. When your music hits, bro, and you come through that curtain, I'm afraid one of these days you're going to hit that curtain and that curtain's going to come right with you. because you come through that curtain flying, brother, and you get the crowd. I mean, I come off my feet. If you can get my fat butt off of my chair, you know you're being excited when you're coming through the door.
The way that I think about it is, if I'm not excited about myself, why should you be excited about me? If I'm
There you go.
I'm coming out and I'm all excited about what I'm going to show to y'all, then that makes y'all excited because y'all see that I'm excited. But if I come out here and I don't give no effort and I'm just walking and I'm telling y'all, come on, it's not gonna get nobody behind me.
Exactly, without a doubt. All right, let's get over here to something because, man, I'm telling you, like I said, they're lighting it up. Way to go, Kid Kutter. Hi from Maine, said Cheryl. You got fans all the way in Maine, brother. Kutter versus John Matthews. Now, I'd hate to tell you this. I would pay money to see that one. Just saying.
Who knows?
Missy said, in my opinion, I think you could. Julie said, having to listen on Bluetooth. I am on my way to work. Well, thank you, Mama Kutter. I appreciate you listening. Michael King said John let you down. I promise you, we're not going to get into that. I promised him, and I also promised myself we're not going to get into that. But yeah, the team broke up. They're both doing their thing, and they're both exciting. And the Prince of the Cruiserweights, when I saw you come out and you had that on your shirt, and I know if I know you and the people who are around you, you've probably got merch that has Prince of the Cruiserweights all ready to go everywhere you go, right?
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh, now that shocks me, man. That really does shock me. Are you going to do it though? Because I'm going to be the first one to ask.
I don't know when we'll do it yet.
Right.
We're working on it. We've been working because we're trying to figure out what all do we want to sell with it. Like,
I got you.
I'm wanting to sell hats too.
Right.
Trying to figure out all the stuff that we can.
Well, I'm a hat guy. I'm all about the hats, so that would be really cool. And Cheryl said it again. Way to go, Kid Kutter. Hi from Maine. She really wants to get your attention and let you know you got a fan in Maine. Julie said he will be training under Cody Rhodes when he turns 18 in March. How'd that come about? I'm
going to the Nightmares Factory when I turn 18.
Okay, nice. That is what I'm talking about, man. You get in a place like that. If you can go all the way from beginning to end without quitting something like that, that's like Dr. Tom Pritchard's school. If you can get into Dr. Tom Pritchard's school and you can make it all the way through without quitting, people are going to notice you. If you could put on that resume, man, I went to this, I was under this guy's learning tree and I went through his school and I graduated and here's my graduation papers. The sky's the limit for you in wrestling, bro. And you've already got a great resume. Candy said that's going to be awesome, Mama Kutter. Jack said you've always been awesome from day one. I saw you wrestle. Yes, very much so. Michael King said Prince of the Cruiserweights means Luke Fury is king of the cruiser. Oh, see, he's got to start it up, man.
Fury on here in the comments. Somebody get Luke Fury on here.
Somebody go out and call up Luke Fury, man. Call up Luke Fury.
If he's the king, give me my crown.
There you go. Oh, snap. I heard that. Harry Bernard Taylor from Straight Up Wrestling Show, one half of the duo out there with Chris, the man, the People's Podcaster. Go out there and check out Straight Up Wrestling Show. Go on their page. You won't regret it. AEW, WWE, everything else. Harry, thank you for showing up tonight, man. I appreciate it. We're talking to Kid Kutter tonight. King, see, he's got me doing it. Doggone you, Michael King, Prince of the Cruiserweights. Look at here. I love it. John Matthews shows up. He's got talent. Still all the love to him. There you go, man.
There you go. No problem with each other.
See, there you go. I like it. So things are going well for you, man. I'm seeing you're about to graduate. You're about to turn 18. You've been wrestling now for what, a couple of years?
3. It'll be
3
3.
years now.
It'll be 3.
Man. And you've been all over the U.S. I mean, you've been in Tennessee wrestling. You've been in North Carolina. You know, the places like, because of your age, you know, you can't go where you have to have, you know, the license. But that's coming. Are you excited about that?
Yes, sir. I've been. It's the number one thing that I've been waiting for. I've told my mom I don't want nothing else. The day I turn 18, can you take me to go get my South Carolina license? And
Oh, there you go. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And there's definitely going to be a lot of companies out there interested, without a doubt, man. And as soon as you turn 18, hit me back up on #truth, man. I'm going to get you on here. We're going to get you out there to the world, and we're going to get all these guys signing you up in a heartbeat, man. I can't wait. Missy wants to know, where do you want to wrestle in South Carolina? That's a good question.
Chester. I've always
Chester? Okay.
I've been wrestling APW Chester, ALW, or is the ALW or AWL?
It's AWL.
WL. I got
You
it.
talking about at the pavilion?
Hmm.
Yeah, that's AWL.
I've seen it a couple times, but I keep getting it mixed up.
There you go. It's all good, man. There's so many call letters, and being a wrestler, you have to deal with so many call letters every day. I imagine they just get jumbled up. Ron Emerson said, "Why Luke Fury? I think King Enterprise can facilitate your request, but that's not my department." Why would this guy? Okay, listen to me. I'm going to answer this for you, Kid Kutter. Why would this kid want to join a group when he's doing it great on his own? He's showing that he can do it on his own.
But the reason I want Luke Fury on here is because they said he's the king of the cruiserweights, but I haven't seen it yet. Where's his crown? And if he's got
Where's his
give it-
crown? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, my goodness. Gene Perry said his career will take off. I do agree. This is the oh my goodness thing that I said. Michael King said, you versus Fury. You win, and he will pay for your South Carolina license. You lose, you wait until you're 19 to get your South Carolina license. Oh, are you willing to do that? I don't know about all that.
got it.
That you'd have to think about that, huh? Michael King always stirring the pot, man. Michael's over there just doing this right now. He's doing that. I love it.
That's not a no though.
That's right. You did not say no. I have to agree with you. Ron Emerson said, "Nah, I'm just saying. Why does he want Luke Fury? He just told you because everybody's saying Luke Fury's the king of cruiserweights here in our region, and if he's the prince, where's his crown?"
I'll put it like this: if he's the king of the cruiserweights, he's got to have some sort of crown. And I said it earlier. I want my crown, so he can politely hand me my crown.
Missy said that Michael said that because he knows you're better than Luke. Uh-oh.
He said knows that Luke will meet his final cutoff, and then he'll have to hand me that crown.
Oh, snap. That would be an awesome match. Jack, I totally agree with you. 100%. I talked to Kid on my way out of the Holly Cup. He's a good kid, pun intended. Well, in a few months, he will no longer be a kid. We can no longer, I don't know if he'll ever change his name, but he will no longer be a kid after a few months. As a matter of fact, Mama Cutter said here he also graduates high school early in December. So there you go. I bet, because I talked to you a couple of years ago. I've talked to you on hashtag probably 2 or 3 times now. Does it just seem to you like this day coming up, this 18th birthday, this graduating high school, like it was never going to get here?
Sometimes through but all the stuff that happened and the stuff that we had to go through with the actual school, and then the stuff with inside of wrestling that we had to deal with, it just felt like it couldn't come, and it was the longest 4 years of my life. But I know
Missy said Kid Cutter versus against Ron Emerson. Ron Emerson wouldn't stand a chance. I'm just saying. And then Ron said, "You're just still mad about the goof thing." Yeah, whatever. I am a hashtag goof.
they want me versus Ron Emerson. I'll take it.
Right. Yeah, right. I would too. Gene said, "Man, Cutter doesn't have the same ring to it as Kid Cutter." That's true, man. That is true. I don't know if you ever change your name, if all of us who've known you from the beginning would ever call you anything else, you would probably be Kid Cutter for life to us, man.
It's got to stick.
Yeah, it kind of stuck, man. I mean, I don't know. Maybe when you get in your get in your late 20s or something, maybe, you change your name then. That you never know. You never know.
It'll try, but I don't think it'll stick.
Right? No, if I was still mad, it would be me. So, you said one of the guys that you wanted to face that you haven't faced yet was Mook. Is there any others out there that are in the circuit that are, going around on the posters with you that you haven't faced one-on-one that you'd like to get in the ring with?
Well, I'm not on no posters with him, but Jackson Sane,
Jackson Sane,
Joshua Cutshaw, James Johnson. I think we did it for my birthday one time, but I don't think we actually did it for a show. But I would love to wrestle Rob just to show him that how much I've improved.
Nice. That is totally awesome. I like that. Ron Emerson said, "I'm sure you would. A ring announcer versus a trained wrestler. I'm sure that would draw like an unsharpened pencil." It would, because Kid Cutter would make you look good, bro. I'm just saying.
My name's I could cut the end real nice.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. John Matthews said, "Yes, sir. That was a great show." Without a doubt. So would you ever fight your ex-partner? I might as well say it while he's on here. Would you ever go one-on-one with your ex-partner?
If it needs to.
Okay, I got you. Would you pull out anything new? Would you go in there and because I'm pretty sure with the time you two spent, he knows a lot about you. You know a lot about him. Would you go in there with a different mindset, a different move set?
I would have to. I wouldn't be able to bring the same thing every time.
I like that. I like that answer, man. I like that answer.
But that don't mean the same stuff won't be in.
John Matthews said that birthday show was something special.
It was.
Michael King says it needs to. And hey, that match would draw, you versus John Matthews. I guarantee you it would draw. Without a doubt. So, man, we've got a lot of people on the air here. I'm going to go to one more quick commercial, then we're going to come out of this commercial break. If you guys have any questions for Kid Cutter, please feel free to answer. We've got quite a few people watching tonight. Thank you all very much. Gene, Ron, John, Mike, everybody who's on here commenting and asking Kid Cutter questions. Missy, everybody else. Do it in KM.
Kings Mountain.
There you go. That would be a great place to do it. That would, yeah. Hey, that would be a memorable place to do it, wouldn't it? Because there was other memories you guys shared there, without a doubt.
We won the tag.
That was our biggest crowd. There you go. He even said it himself. All right, we're gonna do this quick commercial from L&L Fence Company. L&L Fence Company, guys. These guys do all kinds of fences. They're about to come out and do some fence work on my property to help us fix our gate. So they are they know everything about fencing. They'll come out and even give you a free estimate. Check them out. Give them a call. Let me find it. I got so involved in the conversation, man, I can't even do my job. Isn't that horrible? Kid, you need to come over here and help me do my job, man.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. L&L Fence Company. You guys have any questions for Kid Cutter coming out of this commercial? Feel free to ask him. I'll put him up on the screen. Kid Cutter, man, the prince of cruiserweights.
L&L Fence Company, specializing in custom fencing from wood and aluminum to chain link. 9331 Albemarle Road in Charlotte, North Carolina. Give them a call today for your free estimate. 704-563-9544. L&L Fence Company, the king in custom fencing.
There you go. Okay, I know it's Halloween and all, but you ain't got to go scaring us and stuff. I got you.
Dark.
There you go. You like it in the dark. I got you. I got you.
Come out from the
So let me ask you, man. Let me ask you, what is your favorite move to perform in the ring? Or is there a move right now that you're practicing or trying to perfect before you bring it out? What is your favorite move to do?
I have like 3.
Okay.
I'm working on it right now, but I love hitting the whisper in the wind off the top rope. I love it.
Nice.
I'm working on it to make it look better, but one of my favorite moves. I loved hitting that sliced bread, and I love the spear back handspring spear.
There you go. I love it. I love it. Is there how much do you think better you are now that you started at such a young age and went through all the naysayers, the hundreds and hundreds of people that, you're too small, you're never going to make it. I know you've heard it 1,000 times. I was in locker rooms and I heard it with you at GPW. I'll just put it out there, back when you first started. you know what do you say to those naysayers right now as you've went through injuries, you've gone through everything, and now you're about to hit 18 and doors are already opening, people are already saying, hey, we'll sign you, just let me know.
Same thing I told them whenever we was starting. Just watch.
There you go.
I'm not one. When I started, they might say different, but when you was back there, I didn't talk. I
Right.
don't say a word to nobody. And the first thing that they would come up with is, hey, we got a match for you tonight, but you're too small for us to make anything believable out of it. So you go out there and you lose in 5 minutes.
See
That
that I don't get that. Rey Mysterio would look at you and walk away if something was said like that to him. You know what I'm saying? I never understood the mentality of that. If you've got a kid who, with the talent that you have, and there are other kids out there, I'm pretty sure Luke Fury's heard that hundreds of times.
talent.
John Matthews, there was probably times when he's heard it 100 times, and all these other, kids that are just starting off. Gene Perry said, I want to say this. Kid Kutter versus Drew Hood at the Haliosco Memorial Cup was amazing. We'll welcome Kid back next year if he is available. He already said he wants to be there, man.
I'm taking the whole thing next year.
He's already saying he's taking it all next year, Gene. So there you go. I love it. I love that, man. I love that about you. Now, looking forward to your future, man, with all these changes that are about to happen, what is the biggest thing you're looking forward to?
Just for one, graduating, so that way I can put more of my focus on training and wrestling instead of being out here maybe the 3 or 4 hours out of here that I can be out here during the day because I'm out
Right,
on projects trying to keep my school doing good.
right.
Out here for 6 to 8 hours and have it going out throughout the whole day instead of just little snippets throughout the week.
Right. I got you. Now, I know you have your own personal ring and you practice in your backyard and you have people that come in. And you've also said that you're gonna, go to Cody Rhodes's school and things like that. Is there anybody in your area that you could call up, like you have them on speed dial on your phone and just call them up and say, "Hey, man, let's get together and let's practice a little bit." Is there anybody that you have that will do that with you?
I mean, I don't really know because if I don't really ask, like I ask people to come train, but like I don't really just ask them. I ask them, hey, do you hold training? And is there any way that I can come up there and when I can?
Right,
Because my mama works third shift and
right.
dad works first.
Right.
By the time that they both are getting up ready for anything, my dad's coming in from work and he's tired, and my mom's leaving for work, and then
I
when
got
that gets 4 o'clock in the morning.
I got you. So it's getting pretty close to that time where everything's going to start coming together for you. Driver's license, cars, things like that. I mean, I bet that'll be one of the happiest days of your life when you'll be able to get a car and go to your own shows and go do what you need to do without the help. And I know you appreciate the help from your parents and everybody that's around you, your girlfriend sitting right off camera and all that good stuff. But I'm pretty sure there's a time when you want, everybody to know, hey, I'm doing this on my own too, right?
Yeah, but I'll be honest with you. When we got into that really bad car accident,
Right.
I've got scared of driving. I've
Right.
got a real bad fear of being the one to cause it, and then somebody else's life was in my hands.
I got you. I can understand that, brother. I've been there. I had my license taken away from me when I was 39 years old because I have seizures, and I'm glad they did because I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I was behind the wheel of a car and had a seizure and killed somebody in my family, like my wife or my children or something. Dude, I understand that perfectly, man. There's no shame in that game at all. Anybody who's ever there you go. John says, I told you I'll come. There you go.
It's just we're trying to work it out.
There you go. That's one thing about wrestling, though. It's not always cut and dry. There's always, until you get that contract in professional wrestling, there's always, the shoot job, school. There's always something, family things going on. There's always something. How do you keep it all in order, man? I mean, like you said earlier, you got school for 6 hours a day, 7 hours a day. You come home, you still got homework, and then you go out and you practice for 3 hours a day. You got Saturday shows, sometimes Friday shows, Sunday shows. How do you keep it all? How do you keep yourself level headed?
I'm homeschooled, and most of the time, like since I'm in school, I try to play it smart and not have as much on my mama either. And since I have my map book to do my school on, if I'm behind on something, then I can do it on the way to the shows.
It's all good, man. I heard everything you said. Michael King said, talk with a therapist and consider exposure therapy. He's being truthful and honest and trying to help right there. And Mama Cutter said, we would have to pick your butt up too. Now, how does it feel to have? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you've got a great cast. I know Mama Cutter, is one of your biggest fans. Your girlfriend sitting off camera right now, she better be one of your biggest fans. Your dad and brother and all that. How does it feel to have a good cast of people around you, man?
Not a lot of people get it. And I'm very thankful for the one that I have because I've had it through everything that I've tried. I tried when I played basketball and I messed up my knee. They were still there.
Right.
It's been unconditional love since the start of it. And
right.
They actually, like how a lot of people don't get help when they start out and they have to work on it on their own and build from it. And I didn't have to. And I'm one of the people that are blessed to have my mom and my family that back me into it and don't let me give up on it.
There you go, without a doubt, man. And friends, because I won't let you give up, brother. Crystal, there you go. The owner of New Millennium Championship Wrestler said Kid Kutter versus Shane Austin.
I've been waiting for it.
Oh, look at that. Look at that, Crystal. I love it. Candy, welcome to Hashtag Truth and Girlfriend's Mama. There you go.
Yeah. Right down there in the car.
There you go. See, why is she you got her stuck in a car out there, bro?
Herself said it's heater. She said we can in the cold. She's got the heat.
I'm just kidding with you, man. I'm just kidding with you. It's all good. I know how it is, man. So, what do you say to all them naysayers out there, brother? I'm going to give you the floor for a minute. What do you say to all those naysayers out there? She said it's cold. What do you say to all those naysayers out there who have watched you and seen you get injured and seen this happen and that happen and you break up with you and all? What do you say to those naysayers right now with you coming out of all that stuff? What do you say to them?
Keep acting the same way you've acted towards me when I was hurt. Because if you, I, I'm not trying to, I don't try to be mean or nothing, but like if you wanted to, when I was at GPW, if you wanted to put me down there, and then you see you see that I'm actually doing good for myself, keep what you said about me. Don't switch it now.
Right. I got you. I got you, man. I was trying my hardest to get you to be a part of my clan, and you just kind of turned your back on me, but that's okay. You did better for yourself, man, and I'm proud of you. I ain't going to lie to you. I'm glad you did do what you did. I really am. Hindsight's 2020, but back then I really wanted you as part of Uprise, and it just didn't happen that way, man. But it was sure fun to watch you grow, man. It has been fun this whole time watching you grow.
Been fun.
Gene said, go ahead.
It's been fun doing this.
Oh, without a doubt, man. I mean, you're making it fun. I mean, all the energy you put out there, and you could tell that you're training your butt off with all the moves that you're doing in the ring. I mean, you're not just a high flying guy like a lot of people would think. You legitly can wrestle, and that's what I like about you, and that's why I follow you. Gene says if he gives up, he'll have to deal with me also. There you go.
Told me that a couple times.
Right. So how does it feel to have a few places like New Millennium and HWA and places like that love to have Kid Kutter as part of their roster?
That it makes me feel like HWA and New Millennium are my mainstay places, because they're the people that if I ask them, hey, I don't have a booking this weekend, can I come wrestle for you? They're the first ones. Yes, you come on. And it just makes me feel real good, because they make me feel like I'm actually a part of the show. Like they don't make me feel like I'm just something, like some push part of the show that they're just filling in. They actually make me feel like I know what I'm doing.
Because you do know what you're doing. Crystal said giving up is never an option. There you go. Without a doubt, man. I'm pretty sure Crystal and Gene and the ownership out there at HWA have your back, and I know they do, because we see you out there all the time, and I have a feeling good things are going to start to happen to you really soon, man. You must be really tired. A lot of things going on. You've yawned about 4 times. You're making me think I'm boring. Am I boring, Kid Kutter?
It's hard for me to sleep at night.
I got you, man. I understand. No, bro, you trust me. I know all about that, not being able to sleep and having a hard time sleeping. You preach to the choir there. Gina Mania will run wild. And John said he won't even let you give up, man. So that's pretty cool, man. That is a good thing, man. So I want to do something kind of different, because I've seen you do things a lot. You might be able to do it sitting down there. You might have to stand up. I don't know. But I want to see you. Let me see. Do you have any idea who you're going to be wrestling tomorrow night at New Millennium?
No, sir.
You don't have a clue? Okay. Well, let's say it was Shane Austin. Let's just throw it out there that you're facing Shane Austin tomorrow. I want to see you right impromptu. I'm going to ask you to do it. Hit a promo on Shane Austin right now.
Just sitting here.
Just sitting there.
Tomorrow night. What's the date tomorrow? The 22nd?
October 22nd.
You threw me out, Scott.
It's all good.
Tomorrow, October 22nd, it's me, the Prince of the Cruiserweights, Kid Kutter, versus Shane Austin. Now, this man, he's been to WCW, and he's been all around. But the one thing he hasn't done is face the Prince of the Cruiserweights, Kid Kutter. And tomorrow night, he gets the chance to. And I promise you, as soon as he steps in the ring, it's gonna be his final cutoff point.
I love it. Yes, there you go. Ariel said I make sure he keeps pushing himself to do his dream. Is this girlfriend?
Yes, yes, sir.
Hello, Miss Ariel. Okay, come on over and get in the screen. I know you're sitting over there in the sidelines. You get over here and say hi. Whoa, there you are. How you doing? So how does it feel to be the girlfriend of a semi-famous wrestler in our area?
Very, very happy for him.
Very happy for him. Are you excited to watch him? How many times have you watched him perform in the ring?
I watch him all the time.
There you go. Do
I
you ever
just-
get nervous?
Yeah.
You see him do a move off the top rope or something, or do you ever get nervous like he's gonna get hurt? Do you ever like, don't do that move again and you might get hurt? Do you ever do that?
Yeah.
It's all good. Well, I appreciate you coming on and saying hi to us, and keep him straight. That's all I got to say. Keep him straight because he needs somebody to do that.
All right.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, man. Well, we're gonna call it. We're gonna end this thing right here, man. I appreciate you coming on. It's always a pleasure to have you on here. Come back anytime you want, kid. You know you are welcomed. Even if you have to be in the moonlight in your own ring. I love it, bro.
I'll be somewhere. I might be down the road. I don't know yet. It just happens on where the mind takes you. You remember when we took the Perfect Vision one? We was at the church down here.
There you go, man. There you go. I got you. I remember you guys were sitting on some
It was like the
a
steps.
picnic table or step things. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I got you. Good times, man. Good times. If you guys don't remember that, go back and check it out, man, because that was cool. And you can see where Kid Cutter's come from back then to now. Because I'm going to tell you, Kid Cutter, I'm going to tell you right to your face, man. This interview was 15 times better than the Kid Cutter was back then. You could tell that you've grown a lot in the business and that you have opened your ears and closed your mouth and listened to a lot of people out there, man. And sky's the limit for you, brother, without a doubt.
Last year, a lot of what came with it was if I'm not wrestling, I'm a really shy person.
Right.
I don't really mess with like trying to be the main center of attention. So it was a tag team thing. He knew what he was doing on that department. So that's where that came from.
Mama Cutter said, I'm so proud of you, kid. We all are, without a doubt. Without a doubt. All right. Well, man, it is always, like I said, it's always a pleasure to have you on, man. Everybody is in your corner. We're going to go out with this right here. I'm going to show it again. Tomorrow night, live, 22nd October, New Millennium Championship Wrestling. You'll see Kid Cutter, AWOL, and all the other superstars there at Kings Mountain Armory, 300 Pfeiffer Road, Kings Mountain, North Carolina, 28086. Doors open at 6 o'clock. Bell time is 7. Tickets are $10 at the door. You'll get to see Kid Cutter there tomorrow night. Also coming soon, he will be at Dead Man's Party at AWL. You don't want to miss that show. Without a doubt. I'm pretty sure you go on Kid Cutter's Facebook page, you'll definitely see the posters up there. Who are you going up against at
Mook?
You're going up against Mook. Oh, that's right. You did say that. One of your you're going to have to send me a video of that, brother. I probably won't be able to get out there, but you'll have to send me a video of that. And next time you come on, we'll have to put up one of your videos because I know you record every one of your matches to look at. Next time, send me a video, man, and we'll spend part of the hour watching one of your matches. How's that?
Thank you.
All right. Well, we're gonna leave like this, man. Kid Cutter, Prince of the Cruiserweights. Luke Fury, you want to call yourself King of the Cruiserweights? This boy said he's gonna take your crown.
I got a question for you before we end.
What?
they make this match official, Kid Kutter versus Luke Fury, I know he's gonna have his Michael King Enterprise buddies. So will you be my manager? Since you
I
want-
will walk you out in a heartbeat. I'll walk you out in a heartbeat.
so
Without a doubt.
I'm not alone.
There you go. You'll never be alone. I'll walk you out in a heartbeat, bro. I got my glasses. I got my hat. I'm all ready to go. There you go. So the Prince of the Cruiserweights is looking for a fight, and that is the hashtag truth. We'll see you guys next week with 3 new shows.